Crime has been a dark thread throughout human history, with some criminals becoming infamous for their extreme actions. These individuals, ranging from mob bosses and drug lords to serial killers and terrorists, committed acts so brutal or influential that they left a lasting impact on society. This video explores 10 of the most notorious criminals in history, examining their backgrounds, the nature of their crimes, and the legacies they left behind, offering insights into justice and societal vulnerabilities.
Why buy this looking for the perfect all-in-one sleep and play solution for your baby while traveling? Meet the Graco Pack and Play Dome LX Playered. This convertible crib transitions from a portable infant bassinet to a full toddler playered, designed to grow with your child. The Travel Dome bassinet is removable and can be used on or off the playard, making it easy to keep your baby close, whether you're in the bedroom or the living room. It folds compactly with a convenient carry bag, so traveling and storage are a breeze. The raised bassinet keeps your baby at eye level for those late-night check-ins. Plus, there's a quilted diaper changer with wipe-clean fabric, an integrated storage organizer, and wheels for effortless movement around the house. It's lightweight, practical, and built for comfort and convenience. Check the pinned comment link for more product details or to purchase.
10. Timothy McVeigh. Timothy James. McVeigh, born in 1968 in New York, was responsible for the 1995 Oklahoma City bombing, the deadliest domestic terrorist attack in U.S. history until September 11. Driven by anti-government beliefs, McVeigh detonated a truck bomb outside the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building, killing 168 people, including 19 children. Convicted on federal murder charges, he was executed in 2001. As Vocal.media reports, his actions spurred stronger anti-terrorism laws and heightened awareness of domestic extremism, leaving a grim legacy. 9. Whitey Bulger, James Joseph. Whitey Bulger, born in 1929 in Boston, Massachusetts, was a notorious mob boss who led the Winter Hill Gang. From the 1970s to 1990s, he oversaw extortion, drug trafficking, and numerous murders. Shockingly, Bulger was an FBI informant, using his status to eliminate rivals while evading scrutiny. He fled in 1994 after a tip-off, remaining a fugitive until his capture in 2011. Convicted of 11 murders, he was killed in prison in 2018. Black Star News details how Bulger's story exposed corruption within law enforcement, revealing the murky ties between crime and authority. 8. Jesse James. Jesse Woodson. James, born in 1847 in Missouri, was an outlaw whose legend looms large in the American Old West. After fighting as a Confederate guerrilla in the Civil War, he formed the James Younger Gang, robbing banks, trains, and stagecoaches from the 1860s to 1880s. To some, he was a Robin Hood figure, targeting institutions tied to Northern oppression, but his crimes were violent and self-serving. In 1882, a gang member, Robert Ford, killed James for reward money. As Watch Mojo notes, his daring exploits and the post-war turmoil that shaped him fueled his myth, though his actions were far from heroic. 7. Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie Elizabeth Parker and Clyde Chestnut Barrow, active from 1932 to 1934, were a criminal couple whose exploits captured the imagination of Depression-era America. They led the Barrow Gang, robbing banks, gas stations, and stores across the Midwest, killing at least 9 people, including police officers. Their rebellious image made them folk heroes to some, but their violence left a trail of destruction. In May 1934, police ambushed and killed them in Louisiana, as documented in FBI records. Their story, romanticized in the 1967 film Bonnie and Clyde, reflects the desperation of their time while highlighting the cost of their crimes. 6. Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Lionel. Dahmer, born in 1960 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, committed some of the most gruesome crimes in modern history. Between 1978 and 1991, he murdered 17 men and boys, engaging in acts of necrophilia, dismemberment, and cannibalism. Dahmer lured victims to his apartment, where he killed and preserved their remains. His crimes were uncovered in 1991 when a victim escaped and alerted police, leading to the discovery of horrifying evidence in his home. Sentenced to 16 life terms, Dahmer was killed by another inmate in 1994. As biography notes, his case raised questions about mental illness, societal oversight, and the limits of the justice system, leaving a legacy of revulsion and debate. 5. Ted Bundy. Theodore Robert Bundy, born in 1946 in Burlington, Vermont, was a serial killer whose charming demeanor masked his monstrous nature. Active in the 1970s, Bundy confessed to killing at least 30 women across multiple U.S. states, luring them by feigning injury or posing as an authority figure. His good looks and charisma made him seem trustworthy, which he exploited to horrific ends. Bundy escaped custody twice, continuing his killing spree until his final arrest in Florida in 1978. He was executed in 1989. His case, detailed in biography, captivated the public due to the stark contrast between his polished exterior and his gruesome crimes. Bundy's story serves as a chilling reminder that evil can hide behind a friendly face. 4th, Charles Manson. Charles Mills. Manson, born in 1934 in Cincinnati, Ohio, was a cult leader whose name became synonymous with evil. In the late 1960s, he formed the Manson family, a group of followers drawn to his charismatic, apocalyptic preaching. In August 1969, Manson ordered his followers to commit a series of brutal murders in Los Angeles, including that of pregnant actress Sharon Tate. The killings, meant to incite a race war he called Helter Skelter, shocked the world. Manson never killed anyone himself, but was convicted of first-degree murder for orchestrating the crimes. Sentenced to life in prison, he died in 2017. As Vocal.media notes, Manson's manipulative personality and the horror of his crimes transformed him into a symbol of the dark underbelly of the 1960s counterculture, leaving a legacy of fear and fascination. 3. John Dillinger. John Herbert Dillinger, born in 1903 in Indianapolis, Indiana, became a legend during the Great Depression as a charismatic bank robber. Leading the Dillinger Gang, he robbed over a dozen banks, stole from police arsenals, and escaped prison twice, earning the FBI's designation as Public Enemy No. 1. His daring heists, often executed with theatrical flair, made him a folk hero to some struggling Americans who saw banks as symbols of greed. However, Dillinger's crimes, which included the deaths of several police officers and civilians, spread fear. His 14-month crime spree ended in July 1934, when FBI agents, acting on a tip, shot him dead outside Chicago's Biograph Theater, as noted in Black Star News. Dillinger's story has been romanticized in films, but his violent legacy underscores the chaos of his era. 2. Pablo Escobar. Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria, born in 1949 in Rio Negro, Colombia, was the leader of the Medellin cartel. By the 1980s, he controlled about 80% of the world's cocaine trade, smuggling drugs into the US and Europe. He became one of the richest men alive, with a fortune over $30 billion. Escobar used violence to keep power, ordering the deaths of police, judges, and journalists. He also built homes for Colombia's poor, trying to appear as a hero. Hunted for years, he was killed in 1993 by police in Medellin. His life is portrayed in shows like Narcos, showing his deadly legacy. 1. Al Capone. Alphonse Gabriel Capone, born in 1899 in Brooklyn, became one of America's most infamous gangsters. During Prohibition in the 1920s, he built a powerful criminal empire in Chicago, making millions from illegal alcohol, gambling, and prostitution. Known as Scarface due to a bar fight scar, Capone lived a lavish lifestyle and gained notoriety for the 1929 St. Valentine's Day Massacre, where 7 rival gang members were killed. Though involved in violent crimes, he was eventually arrested for tax evasion in 1931 and sentenced to 11 years. He served part of his time in Alcatraz. Released in 1939, Capone's health declined due to syphilis, and he died in 1947. His life remains a symbol of organized crime's rise and fall. In conclusion, these 10 criminals, spanning mobsters, drug lords, serial killers, outlaws, and terrorists, represent some of history's most infamous figures. Their actions caused immense suffering, from the streets of Chicago to the jungles of Colombia, from the Old West to modern cities. Yet their stories also offer lessons about the importance of justice, the failures of systems that allow crime to flourish, and the human capacity for evil. By studying these cases, we gain insight into the consequences of crime and the ongoing need for vigilance to create a safer, more just world. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Your support matters. Thank you.